No, you're not having deja vu, ladies and gentlemen. Sam here, live on United People's TV, again with the Champions League round of 16 draw watch-along. What have we all just been witnessing there? Geez, if you thought the FIA was a farce with Hamilton and Verstappen yesterday, what have UEFA been doing there? What I'm going to do in this video, in this little build-up we've got before the draw happens at 2 p.m. UK time, so just under half an hour, I'm going to run through and explain everything from what happened in that first draw, the farce of what really made it an absolute joke, and why a redraw was literally the only it's the only thing that they could have done in terms of keeping integrity. It's mad. It's really mad what's going on. Let me just make sure that I'm live everywhere over on YouTube and Facebook before we get cracking with this one. But geez, yeah, as I said, after that FIA things yesterday and that court, right, there we go. It's all working. Nice to see you this morning. Nice to wait. It's morning, this evening. I don't know now. Vicky, how you doing there? Thanks for joining as a member. Jeez, man, what's gone on there? Look, right. Let's quickly run through because we've got confirmation. The draw is going to happen in just under half an hour's time. Manchester United were drawn against PSG. That's now going to get redone. Atletico against Bayern Munich. That's now going to get redone. What happened? It's very obvious what happened. Look, if you were here with the live stream earlier, I was like, what has gone on there? It was this situation. So actually, now this is part two of the situation. There were two major mistakes that happened in that first draw. The first mistake was Manchester United were drawn against Villarreal. We can't be drawn against Villarreal. They were in our group. It's impossible. Whether that was a human error or not, I mean, UEFA are blaming some sort of external system. Of course they would be. But look, this is the second major error here. If we scroll down here, we don't need sound on this one. We can just watch this together. This is the draw here. So this has just happened after Villarreal was drawing against Manchester United. And now he's drawing Atletico Madrid. That's Atletico drawn there. So who can they go against? This is where the error, you won't be able to hear on here, but he's saying the teams that are eligible to play against Atletico Madrid. Of course, Manchester United were one of them. We look here, you see the zoom in? This pot here, the one that my mouse is hovering over, that's Manchester United. He should be taking a ball out of that pot and adding it in. So because we should have been able to be drawn against Atletico Madrid. But look, he goes along here. Skip. Who's that? Don't know who that is. But he misses Manchester United's pot and, crucially, puts in Liverpool. And Liverpool were in Atletico Madrid's group. It was a proper shambles of a draw. Atletico Madrid confirming about, I don't know, 10 minutes before the draw was announced as redone. It says, we are in talks with UEFA to ask for explanations and a solution after the mistakes made in the Champions League round of 16 draw. And we go over here and we see, this is on the Athletic, the Champions League draw declared null and void. But mate, what is this? The Champions League is supposed to be like the pinnacle. It's the pinnacle of club competition. It's the glamour trophy in football, domestically anyway, not domestically, in terms of club competitions. How have they managed to do this? So many people always, the draw's fixed, the draw's fixed. And, you know, it's just something that's said every year. But this really does not make it look good at all here. This is what UEFA said about the draw. So Champions League draw declared null and void after Manchester United error. The draw for the Champions League was declared null and void after a material error. And this is what UEFA said. Following a technical problem with the software of an external service provider that instructs officials as to which teams are eligible to play each other, a material error occurred in the draw for the Champions League round of 16. As a result, this draw has been declared void and will be entirely redone at 3 p.m. So that's in just over 20 minutes time. So we're going to have a nice little chat here. We're going to look at the options again. Something that absolutely cracks me up is this. Real Madrid have opposed the decision to redo the Champions League draw in full because the problems happened after they were drawn against Benfica. That's so Real Madrid, isn't it? So Real Madrid. But look, this isn't just about Manchester United, right? Look, if I went to, here we go. This isn't just about Manchester United and the fact that we got PSG. I told you, I said, and I still stand by it, I would rather we play PSG than we play Atletico. We go here and we draw Atletico. I'd say it's a worse draw than PSG. Personal opinion, you might disagree on that. But if we look here, it wasn't just Manchester United that got, as I said, Atletico drew Bayern Munich, quite literally the hardest team in the competition. They were fuming about it. Liverpool, they got Salzburg, of course, they were buzzing. Inter got Ajax. Don't know whether they're going to be happy or not with that. I think that's a decent draw. It's a decent game. Chelsea got Lille. I don't know who City got. But yeah, it affected. It wasn't just Manchester United that draw mistake affected. It affected quite a few teams. I'm going to go down here and read a few of your comments out here before I move on. United and PSG is their dream final. I swear, yeah. As far as look, this is why the comparisons with the FIA and the Formula One yesterday are fair, because we all know that the rules were changed on the fly on the day, and it was strange. But they wanted that final flying lap between the two protagonists. It's perfect TV, right? It was a Netflix. Honestly, if you had scripted that yesterday, you would have just got laughed out of Hollywood in terms of the Formula One. And in terms of Manchester United, in terms of football, in terms of the Champions League here, Ronaldo and Messi, hell yeah, we want Ronaldo and Messi. That is what we want, man. That is the pinnacle. That's exactly what UEFA wanted. And they had it. And it was just, I said, you saw it in the watch along on my stream earlier. I was like, how have they just drawn Manchester United against Villarreal? And then how have they left Manchester United out of the pot for Atletico Madrid? It was an absolute farce. And the only thing they really could have done for the integrity of the competition, as I said, it's not just about United and PSG here. This is affected Bayern Munich. This has affected Atletico Madrid. This has affected all the other teams that were in and around those balls and those pots. It affected their draws. So the only thing from a fair standpoint was to redo the draw. And that's what's going down here. Let me have a look at this down in the comments here. Mike, you're saying one absolute farce. City should be given Bayern. I think that's fair. That's probably only fair. Yeah, you're right about that. Let's hope we get Salzburg, says Victorim. I want to draw Lille so Rangnick can take a close look at Sven Botman. I don't think Lille, one of our opponents, my friend. We can draw Atletico Benfica. Apparently, we can draw Villarreal, according to the last draw. We can draw Atletico Benfica, Inter, PSG, Salzburg, and Sporting. So we can't draw Lille. I mean, I wasn't scared of facing PSG. I stand by that. I absolutely wasn't scared of facing PSG, but it has to be done correctly. And it was not done correctly. Look, to the fact that Atletico had to complain about it, to the fact that everybody saw it at the time, it staggers me. It absolutely staggers me that went ahead. It's not tough to do a bloody draw, is it? Okay, this team can be drawn against these teams. Ooh, that's it. It's so simple. How did they manage to mess that up? How did they manage to mess that up so badly? Apparently, the press conference is going on right now. Jeez, what is it? Mate, football, give me a little rest. Jeez, we've got Rangnick speaking about Anthony Martial. Maybe I'll keep that reaction to the press conference. I'll keep that until after the Champions League draw. Let's focus on the Champions League draw right now, or V2 of it. Maybe we'll be back later for a V3 of it. Jeez, I don't know. I absolutely don't know. But if we go back and we look here, these are the teams in the draw, just in case you forgot about it. The group winners are City, Liverpool, Ajax, Real Madrid, Bayern, United, and Lille and Juventus. The group runners up there are PSG, Atletico, Sporting, Lisbon, Inter, Benfica, Villarreal, Salzburg, and Chelsea. You let me know in the comments here who you think we're going to get this time. I mean, we did a poll earlier, didn't we? There was quite a few thousand of you voted on that poll. It was really cool. Really cool to have you all involved in that. The majority of you, I believe, you wanted Sporting Lisbon or Benfica. And second to that was PSG. Now, you know what my feelings about PSG are. I said, look, I love the idea of the spectacle of Ronaldo against Messi, of Ronaldo at PSG, Ronaldo at United and Messi at PSG. It seemed poetic. It seemed like it would have been great to happen at some point. And it did, but maybe not this time. Craig Peterson, you think we're going to get Sporting this time? Arfan, you're going for PSG. Uzmas, you're going for PSG as well. And Kimario, you're saying that they're trying to put Ronaldo against Messi. Kenny, you think there's going to be PSG. Victor, lots of you are saying PSG. Is my mic pointing the wrong way? No, the mic's pointing sideways. Sometimes you get microphones that point vertically downwards. Sometimes you get them from the bottom. Mine's sideways. It is what it is. That's the microphone. Don't blame me. I mean, I'd love to get Ajax, but we can't play Ajax because I love Amsterdam. What a city Amsterdam is. But let's quickly run through here. We did this last time. We'll quickly run through it again now, just quickly, and then we'll go back and look at more reaction. But Atletico Madrid, we looked at their group stage because they finished second to Liverpool. Drew against Porto, pretty boring game. Beat Milan, and then they got back-to-back defeats to Liverpool. Lost against Milan again. Oh, no, they beat Milan first time. And then they had that 3-1 in the last game. That's how they got to their stage. Benfica, we had a big discussion about them. I think a lot of you would like to see Benfica drawn, but I'll ask you in the comments here quickly before we move on. I want your opinion on this. Do you think that round of 16 draw, do you think that sort of takes any sort of shine away from this now? No matter what happens in this draw going forward, like 2 p.m. in the next like 20 minutes, we're going to be looking at the draw again. Do you think that the farce of the first draw has taken a bit of shine away from this Champions League round of 16? Or do you think, nah, they'll just forget about it? You let me know what you think about that in the comments. We've got lots of people here saying, Sam, when's the draw going to be done? It's going to be done in 18 minutes time. We're having a live watch along and a reaction here on United People's TV, just like I did in the first time. But, well, you never know. You never know what's going to happen in there. Let's have a look. Say, Sam, you have to beat the big teams to stand any chance. We are United. We haven't lost our values to the way, you can fear a team. Nothing wrong with fearing a team. If a team is great, there's nothing wrong with that. Matt, you're saying, I don't care anymore because we're going to be completely different when it comes to the round of 16 in February. I absolutely agree with that, my friend. And I really do think that Ralf Rangnick will have United playing a lot better. It was the right call for the redraw. I mean, absolutely. There was nothing else they could have done. There was nothing else they could have done from a moral standpoint. But, sometimes in sporting institutions, morals don't really matter that much. Craig, you think they will forget about it? I just want PSG in the final. And Trini Wilson saying, this shows how fixed those draws are. You wait all week for the build-up and then to have this. I mean, you get 2 draws instead of 1 draw, right? Is that better? I don't know. Where can I watch the redraw? It should probably be live on the UEFA YouTube channel, and I'll be watching it here, and it's a watch-along, right? You've been wanting me to do watch-alongs. I said I won't do it for games, but when it comes to something like this, I mean, I never imagined this would happen. I'll be honest. I never imagined this. I've never in a million years imagined, that we'd be here on this, the Champions League. The Champions League. And they managed to mess the draw up that much. Jeez, it's like Rod Stewart when he was doing the Scottish one. He's like, whoop. Weird. Very, very weird. We'll end up drawing Bolton. Now we'll end up drawing like a South American team. I don't know. Or maybe we'll end up drawing ourselves, like some sort of Inception game. United against United. Home team, away team. First against second team. The fraudulence from UEFA is too real. I'll tell you what, Stephen. The accusations have been sort of pushed at UEFA for a long time. Today, they've massively given more evidence towards that argument. Really, was that really just a mess up from an outside technical source, or were they really trying to get Ronaldo versus Messi? You get twice the action for your money, says Tim. Get over it. And look, mate, it's the farce of it all, man. The farce of it all. UEFA, come on. As I said, that's like a Sunday league draw. That wasn't even Sunday league. You'd be annoyed there. And sure, you're saying, believe me, we're going to draw PSG again. UEFA will find a way to do it. Like, as I said, it's not. I don't care about what team we play. Genuinely, I don't care. The only team I would want to avoid is, I've said that earlier, I just don't think that us against Atletico Madrid will be a good draw. That's the only team out of those 6 that I would like to avoid. Benfica, well, we know that we can beat Benfica. Inter Milan, they've lost Lukaku, they lost Conte, they lost Hakimi, but they're still a very strong team, top of Serie A. You can't rule them out. But again, I'll be quite confident of playing Inter Milan. PSG, we know about PSG. We know how tough that game against PSG would be. But I wouldn't be afraid of it. I'd be excited about the prospect of it. With Ronaldo in your ranks in the Champions League, Mr. Champions League, you cannot rule out us doing anything against anybody. And Salzburg, of course, has the Ralf Rangnick links. Could he go back home where it all really started for him? I mean, he could do. It's a bit poetic in the same way that Ronaldo and Messi is poetic from a footballing sense, from a managerial sense with Ralf Rangnick. There's a bit of poetry there with Salzburg. That, of course, could happen. And then Sporting Lisbon was the other team that we could draw. There they are. Sorry, man. And of course, you've got a bit of romance there too, because that's where we signed Cristiano Ronaldo from. But, mate, I can't believe that we just saw that sort of farce. How did they manage to do that? That really down to an external source? Or, I don't know, have they actually done their research before a draw and realised who has finished where? So they haven't just got to be told with something in their ear. Very, very strange. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to read plenty of your comments out, all right? So as I always say here on United People's TV, I make this as interactive as possible. So please consider dropping a like on the video, leaving your comments and subscribing. I'd love to have you part of the family here. Madrid obviously fancy playing us. Honestly, that does crack me up here. Get French Football News reporting from the Quip. that Real Madrid have opposed the decision to redo the Champions League draw in full because the problems happened after they were drawn against Benfica. So they are happy chappies drawing against Benfica. But, well, it looks like that's not going to happen. Maybe they'll draw them again. What's your gut instinct saying now? Who do you think we're going to be getting now? Do you think we'll draw PSG again? You let me know in the comments. What's my gut instinct saying now? I was right about Paris last time, so let's see if I can get 2 out of 2. My gut instinct is saying Inter Milan. That's who I think we'll get this time. I'm going for Inter as my gut instinct. It's a 1 in 6 chance, so I've got a decent chance anyway. But who do you think? Let's go down here in the comments. Dan, you think it's going to be PSG? Paul, you think it's PSG? Lots of you are saying PSG. Salzburg says Michael. Uzmas, you're saying PSG again. Right down here. Inter says Matt. Well, you agree with me. Benfica, Inter, or PSG? Well, you're taking a 50-50 chance there. Why do I feel like we're going to get Atletico? I did a tweet after. Let me pull this tweet up. This tweet is very appropriate. So look. I still can't believe this has happened, eh? For this to have happened in the Champions League, man. My God. What a shambles. What a proper shambles that is. Yeah, look, I did this tweet. I said, look, this is me when the redraw is announced, and then me when we draw Atletico. Yeah, happy? Nah, slightly less happy. Yeah, as I said, Atletico for me, out of those teams in that pot, certainly the hardest draw that Manchester United can get, because we know how Diego Simeone will play. We know how he will play, and that it's. I just don't think it's something that would suit Manchester United. Let's go down here. And Assar, 100% now make warm and cold balls. The old school accusation always thrown towards draws. Oh, man, that's so funny. It's funny. Funny is the wrong word, right? But it is funny that this has happened. It's like UEFA. It's the Champions League, man. It's the round of 16. It's like it's there. It's like one of the biggest days. It's such a big day for them in the calendar year. The round of 16 draw. You get the knockouts. It's what everyone's waiting for and looking forward to in February. And you managed to balls it up that much. My word. United against Real Madrid. I don't believe that can happen, my friend, because Real Madrid top their group. Fofo, you want Sporting Lisbon. They will force United against Messi. I wouldn't be surprised if City drew Wigan. No, City are going to get, I think they've got Morecambe or Wigan. Yeah, Morecambe or Wigan. I think that's who they're going to get. Benfica or Red Bull Salzburg, says Jordan. Liverpool against PSG. Well, that could happen. And of course, as I said, this whole redraw, it wasn't just about Manchester United drawing PSG. It absolutely wasn't. It was the overall farce of it all. It was the fact that Manchester United were drawn against Villarreal when we should not have been drawn. It was a massive error, and it did make it null and void. It meant that anything that happened after then just wasn't right, because there wasn't the right balls that were in the pot, wasn't the right players, the clubs in the pot. Madness. This area, you may as well bring in young boys. Hell yeah, you may as well just do what you want. City will get Morecambe or Everton. Hey, some of these comments are funny, man. Keep firing in your comments. Let me read a few more out. I want Sporting. Barca got Napoli. Hey, Barca, jeez. And remember that as well. If Barcelona weren't so crap, Barcelona would be in the draw instead of Benfica. And if Dortmund weren't so crap, Dortmund would be in the draw instead of Sporting. So Manchester United's potential opponents would be Atletico, Barcelona, Inter, PSG, Salzburg, or Dortmund. Jeez, that would be a lot harder. Timothy, you're saying, I think we're going to get PSG again or Sporting Lisbon, watching the whole way from Jamaica. How you doing, buddy? How many hours until the draw happens again? It's happening in 10 minutes, Artie, and that's why I'm here live on United People's TV, on Facebook and YouTube. And the draw will be happening in 10 minutes, and I'll bring you that as soon as it happens. But will we get another redraw when, I don't know, they try to somehow pull out Barcelona against Dortmund for the first game? I think they might have had an error in the Europa League as well, and the Europa Conference League. It's like they're trying to raise themselves each time. UEFA having a glitch in the moment, a glitch in the matrix. Oh, geez. I don't know what they did, but it was bad. It was very, very bad. Can they manage to fuck it up again? I'm sure they can. Let's have a look down here. I hope you get PSG again, says Sanjay. Will you be live when it comes on in 10 minutes? I will be here live with live immediate reaction. Who knew that we were going to get 2 watch-alongs today? Jeez, you've been treated. There's never a dull moment in football, eh? Never a dull moment. And never a dull moment in terms of, as I said, this two major sporting institutions being called into question within the space of 48 hours. The FIA with what happened in the Formula One race. Look, whether or not you're a Max Verstappen fan and whether or not you're a Lewis Hamilton fan, you just have to admit that the goings on in that last lap were just odd, very, very odd decisions made on the fly. And it pulled into question the sort of sporting integrity of Formula One. And then today in UEFA, one of the biggest institutions inside football, doing the draw for the Champions League, something that everybody looks forward to, and they managed to screw it up. They managed to draw the balls in the wrong order. They managed to draw Manchester United against Villarreal, and you're thinking, what are you doing? Like, you've only got 16 teams there. How are you managing to balls that up? And therefore, it calls into question the sporting integrity of UEFA. And let's be honest, it's not the first time, and it won't be the last time, that the sporting integrity of UEFA is questioned. Absolutely not. It's great to see a lively face twice a day, but I tell you what, it is a very lively face, isn't it? Let's have a look down here. Sam, did you film your predicted 11 video in between? I didn't. I was waiting to see what goes on here. Of course, we're playing Brentford tomorrow. And football is not sleeping at the moment. Football is, it's like they're drinking Red Bulls constantly. And this is a very, very good question, Nguyen. And this is something I want to research after. I'm glad I held back on the trigger, if I'm being honest. I was going to book PSG, going to book the Eurostar. Happy days. But I held off because I saw what was going on with the potential farce of it all. I know plenty of lads. Luckily, I don't think anybody did, as far as I know. But what does happen to those fans who've already, because what you do if you've ever gone to a European away day, it's about booking quick. Rule number one is try and book as quickly as you can. You get the quicker you can get in there, the cheaper it's going to be. Because if you wait a little bit too long, the prices are going to go flying through the roof, and it's not what you want as a football fan. So you try to make it as cheap as possible. So you try and book as quickly as possible. And therefore, there's going to be people that have booked flights, that have booked hotels, that have booked trains, all because of that ridiculous draw. What will happen to them? It's a very good question. And there's going to have to be some sort of compensation package that UEFA gives to the clubs involved in all of that situation. Surab, what are you saying here, sir? I want to see Jules Laurent go on a rant about how his home club got a tough draw after it takes place once again. It'll be fun to see ESPN go crazy. Hey, look, I won't get the only draw that I don't want Manchester United to get is Atletico. It's a 1 in 6 chance. Of course, it might happen. And if it does happen, it is what it is, man. But look, Atletico got Bayern Munich, so I think they'll be happy with that for sure. Sue UEFA for the booking fiasco says, I imagine the clubs involved with it, as I said, there will be some sort of process, whatever you want to call it. Each club, Manchester United, should be approaching UEFA and said, look, you screwed our supporters over here. Give us some money for it. They should be doing that. The final will be Hull versus the Austrian national team. It's going to be like a game of Pez. We play like a Lancashire, like Lancashire Blues against Man Red. That's what it should be. Too much of a shame for UEFA, mate. It's a proper shame. Proper shame on them. Dan Herschel, when's the date of the first game? Been a very, very busy year being away a lot. I have a small window end of Feb to watch a game. Dan, if I remember correctly, the first... No, there's two... Right now, we don't know, in fact. Sorry, so I'm not going to confirm it. There's 2 weekends... No, sorry, 2 Tuesday, Wednesday periods. It could be in February. I think it's like February 6th and 7th. Let me check up on the calendar here. It will be February the 8th and 9th or the 15th and 16th. See, Manchester United have already updated Man United have already updated their calendar. They've got us playing PSG down on the 15th of February. And then the return leg happens in March, 8th or 9th or 15th or 16th of March. And they got us down as the 8th of March to face PSG at Old Trafford. Because remember this, ladies and gents, because we topped our group, Manchester United, we get the first leg at home. Although it doesn't really matter. Remember that. It doesn't really matter because, of course, all the farce of everything that's happening in the Champions League this year, there is no away goals. There is no away goals rule. I'm annoyed about that, to be completely honest. I like the Champions League away goals rule. I thought it was good. I thought it was part of the game, and I enjoyed it. I added a different sort of tactical element to European football. I know not everybody agrees with me in that one. So it is what it is. Let's have a look. Let me go down here, read a few more of your comments out because we are just 4 minutes away from the draw. Draw number 2. Will it happen? Won't it happen? We don't know. It's almost, I don't know, it's like a soap opera now, isn't it? The final will be Adidas All-Stars against MLS All-Stars. These are funny, man. These are funny, these comments. I'll be surprised if the FIFA season finishes all the COVID stuff again. It's a very good point there from Insert the Giant. Obviously, Omicron. I don't know what it's called. England. Is it just England? I think we've just been placed under level 4 of the COVID restrictions. So I imagine, and that's a big thing about booking these European trips as well. We don't actually know what is going to be the situation in February, March time. So can you really afford to book something like that when you don't know what's going on as a fan? It's a tough situation. Hey, Chris, you're not wrong here. Could have had a line, mate. I could have had a line. Instead, we wasted an hour of our lives earlier. But we're here again. We're here again. Come on. Stream the Draw says, Shashank, I would do, but UEFA would come down on me like a ton of bricks. I think they did last time, actually. I did do it on the stream last time. And lo and behold, like 3 hours later, the video got banned. Whoopsie. Who's the unlucky team to face Liverpool in this draw? Don't know. Don't care. But Liverpool, obviously, they are a very, very decent team. No one's going to deny that. This is the draw as it stands. I'll keep this up on screen for you now because this is where I believe this is where the draw will happen. I'll give you the link to anybody who wants to actually watch the draw live. But why would you do that when you can see my reaction to it, which is far more exciting? Well, it's not really. I'll drop a link in the comments now for anybody who wants to watch it. That's on the official UEFA website. So any UEFA official that's watching me, don't say that I'm trying to breach copyright. I'm sharing your link. All right. But we are 2 minutes away from it now. Who will Man United get? As long as it's not Atletico Madrid, I don't really care. I was fine with PSG. Legitimately, I'm not just saying that. I swear on my life. I said that from the start of the stream. I said, I really want to see Ronaldo against Messi when Ronaldo's at United and Messi is at PSG. I wanted that. And I'll still be happy with it. Saying that, you're damn right I'll be over the moon if we got Salzburg, if we got Benfica, if we got Sporting Lisbon. Yeah, hell yeah. Because technically on paper, they are an easier draw. But this is the Champions League, man. Anything can happen in the Champions League. As we saw when Chelsea won it. Was it under Di Matteo they won it? I can't remember. But it was a farce, that first one. An absolute farce. Obviously, you saw it by now. Oh, that's Mourinho. How you doing, Mourinho? You're not in the Champions League anymore, mate. It was a complete farce in how they did it and how they pulled the balls out and how Manchester United weren't included. This is them going through and picking the balls out. That's Manchester United's pot right there. The one where my mouse is hanging over. They just didn't put Man United in the pot to face Atletico. Instead, there's the hand. They put Liverpool in the pot. Unbelievable. An absolute monumental cock-up by UEFA in their biggest competition. And now we're here waiting for the redraw to happen. Should be happening in about a minute's time. The draw will start shortly. You keep getting your predictions. Fire in some of your predicted ties, not just Manchester United. If you're watching and you're not a United fan, who do you think Chelsea will get, City or Liverpool? You let me know in the comments below. Who do you think you will get? Of course, these are the 16 teams in the Champions League, round of 16. We've got Ajax, we've got Atletico, Bayern, Benfica, Chelsea, Inter, Juve, Liverpool, Lille, City, United, PSG, Real Madrid, Salzburg, Sporting, and Villarreal. They are the 16 teams in the competition, and this is the draw as it's happening right now. Let's go up here. There's a comment there from JK saying, "Morning, Sam. What are your expectations from this team? In the Champions League, semis or quarters? I might be mental, but I think we will be champions. Hey, look, I hope we can go, and you can't rule it out, man. I genuinely think with Ronaldo in this team, you'd be a fool to just say that Manchester United are going to get pumped. No matter who we draw, don't rule Manchester United out. That's what my suggestion will be. And it's not because we're arrogant, we're full of beans, we're full of confidence, but the fact of the matter is we've got Mr. Champions League. We've got Ronaldo, and he's shown against Atalanta. He's shown against Villarreal. Don't rule him out. Just don't rule him out. And I'm with that. Because of that, I've got a degree of confidence going into this round of 16 game. And why not, man? Puff your chest out. It's what United need to do. Last time we got to the quarterfinals, I think I mentioned this morning, I believe was after we beat PSG with that game from Rashford. And speaking of that game from Rashford, you want to be talking about being scared going into games. This was our starting 11. Look at that. This was Manchester United's starting 11 when we faced PSG that year. We had De Gea in goal with the back three of Bailly, Smalling and Lindelof, with Young and Shaw as our fullbacks, McTominay and Fred as our two midfielders, with Pereira as our number 10, and Lukaku and Rashford up front. And our bench was Romero, Rojo, Dalot, Garner, Chong, Gomez and Greenwood. And we won. There's no ruling Manchester United out, even if we draw PSG, or whether we draw Inter, or Benfica, or Atletico, or Salzburg, or Sporting. It doesn't really matter. Just don't rule Manchester United out. when we've got Cristiano Ronaldo in our team. Let's have a look here. The draw should be starting soon, unless UEFA are somehow managing to farcically... Oh, no, they're managing to be late this time. Okay. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Let me go see it. Make sure it is live. No, not live. Okay. Right. Let me go down to the comments here and see what else you're saying. That's our 18th. Yeah, that mate. United can barely beat Norwich, but yeah, we beat Norwich. It doesn't really matter, man. We're talking about a competition. We're playing this game against whoever it is, whether it's PSG or Atletico. We're playing that in 2 months' time. 2 months' time. That's it. And remember, what's your opinions, eh? Let me. The draw's not started yet, by the way, ladies and gents. It should have already started, but it hasn't. UEFA just managing to be, a little bit more farcical. Maybe we just won't ever get the draw done. But hey, I'm excited for it. I really am. I don't know what's gonna. I don't know what to think anymore, really. But because we've got 2 months between now and when we play this game in February, it's a lot of time for Ralf Rangnick to get his system in at Manchester United. It's very exciting for United fans. What will the situations be for Chelsea or City or Liverpool? All three of them looking very, very strong right now. And of course, they're going to continue that. But can United maybe, just take it up a level by the time we play? The draw has not started yet. As I said, the draw should have started 3 minutes ago. It's not my fault here. Blame UEFA. They managed to get it wrong once. They may as well get it wrong twice. That's what's going on here. This is embarrassing. They have one job. UEFA's been caught red-handed. It is a joke. Messi is a joke. Who is scared of PSG? I mean, a lot of teams are scared of PSG. I would love to see that United and Ronaldo against PSG and Poch and Messi. And I think, well, by the looks of it, that's exactly what UEFA wanted last time, which is why the draw happened. But look, the draw is still not started. My word, what are they doing? Jeez. Everyone, keep firing in your opinions and your questions. I'll keep answering as much as I possibly can. Let's see what else we've got going on here ahead of the round of 16 draw. Let's draw up those teams so you know exactly who is in it. It will be funny if this one is declared nullified as well. Mate, you're not wrong there. I genuinely can't rule it out. You cannot rule it out. This is United. Can we really afford to get our hopes up? Hey, Alex, it's the hope that kills you in football, man. And we come back every single year and we want more of it. Even if we got hurt the year before, it's exactly what happens in football, man. But around the, I mean, Atletico Madrid are probably going to be the happiest team out of everybody that this is being redone because they drew Bayern Munich. And Bayern Munich is #1 in the coefficient rankings. Have I got the list up here? No, I haven't got the list up here anymore. Yeah, they drew Bayern Munich. And that's the hardest team to draw, for sure. We've got somebody there saying, don't underestimate Sporting Lisbon. I mean, I wouldn't underestimate any team who's got here has qualified from the group stages. They've beaten teams. They've earned their right to be here. So therefore, I'm not being complacent about facing anybody. But of course, it goes without saying, some games would be tougher than others. And Manchester United against Salzburg, for example, is a much fairer draw for Manchester United than Man United against PSG. Let's go down here. Bring on anyone. We are United. We want PSG against Bayern. Lewandowski and Müller are going to have a sweet, sweet dance. Jason saying, here it comes. Let's see when this draw's coming then. Nope. Still. Oh, there we go. Finally, we got some movement. We got some movement here on the draw. Right. Okay. Let's pull this one up then. Now, I'm going to remember that I think, ladies and gents, you're a little bit ahead of me in the comments here. So you'll probably know this a little bit earlier than I will. What do you think about drawing Ajax? I would love to draw Ajax. But of course, we can't draw Ajax here because they won their group. Manchester United won our group as well. So unless they manage to screw this draw up again, Manchester United can't draw Ajax. Not in the round of 16 anyway. We can only get Ajax in the quarterfinals if we win and Ajax also win their tie. Let me see. Madrid will win this season. Everybody in the comments now, fire in who do you think is going to win the Champions League this year? Fire in exactly who you think it is, whether you're a United fan or not. You let me know. Juventus. No, I don't think Juventus will win. That's always sort of eluded Juventus, isn't he? Oh, here comes the Joker. He's back here with his balls. He better be apologising.
A malfunction of the software.
A malfunction of the software. Oh, yep. Blame the outside provider. Oh, mate. Imagine that. UEFA absolutely pointing the fingers at everybody else immediately rather than pointing fingers at themselves for their own systems and their own balls ups. That's hilarious, really. Clubs in the draw. We've got all the clubs here. I'll go full screen there so you can see that. You got enough of my face. You don't need to see my face. These are the clubs in the draw, and let's pull up this draw now. And let's, for anybody who wants to watch it live and not just hear my dulcet tones, Here is the link one more time for you all. I've just posted it there on YouTube and I posted it there on Facebook. It's a link to the UEFA website and you can watch the draw live as it happens. But I'm here for the watch along. I'm here for the reaction and the teams. Well, I mean, we all know what's going here. As I said, deja vu. I've seen this all before. It's a joke, man. It is such a joke this has happened. It really is. But, you know, oh well. Let me go down here and read a few more of your comments. Man United are afraid and they cry because they got PSG. Nah, as I said, I was fine with us having PSG. I'm fine with us playing anybody. It's the Champions League, man. You can't be too annoyed about who you draw. It's the Champions League. You're going to be facing one of the best teams in European football. That's exactly what the Champions League is all about. But look, we are now... Right, okay, so the first ball's coming out, I think. Oh, no, he's just pretending to do it. Oh, no, he's pulling one out. So the first runner-up is being drawn. This could be... No, it's not Manchester United. We weren't a runner-up. Right. So the draw is now happening again, ladies and gents. Round of applause. Let's give a round of applause here. Where is it? Round of applause. They managed to draw a club. They managed to draw Salzburg correctly. You know, well done, champ. Well done, UEFA. You've absolutely nailed that. And of course, this could be Manchester United. I'm not looking at the comments, so it might already be done. But Salzburg, for a lot of you, that's the team that you wanted Manchester United to draw. Let's go up here and let's see. So as I said, you can see up there that Salzburg are the first team out. Let's see who they come up against. Can they correctly pick the right balls? I know it's a big pressure situation. You know, it's really, really tough for them to do this. It looks like they've actually managed to bring a Manchester United ball to the pot. Well done. Well done. Gold star for you. Gold star. Now, Arshavin, can you pick the right ball out? AKA Manchester United, my friend. Come on. Not asking for much. I've always liked... Oh, no, I didn't like you at all. Although when he scored 4 against Liverpool, that was pretty good. Right. So, Arshavin drawing this one. Salzburg will play... Who's that? Bayern. Right. So, Bayern, they've got a massively different draw. Bayern against Salzburg, the first actual draw there. So, that's now confirmed. You'll see that coming up on the screen right there. Salzburg are facing Bayern Munich. Let's go up here. Let's go next. The second runner-up that's been pulled out of the pot is Sporting Lisbon. Of course, Manchester United could face Sporting Lisbon as well. Salzburg are off the cards. Salzburg taken away. It was Salzburg Liverpool the first time around, and now it's Salzburg against Bayern. I tell you what, it's out of the frying pan into the fire for Salzburg. Poor lads. But Salzburg have got Bayern. Sporting Lisbon can, as I say, they can draw Manchester United. Not sure who else they can draw. They can draw plenty. Who will it be? A lot of you wanted Sporting Lisbon. And remember, of course, when it comes to Sporting Lisbon, there's the Ronaldo factor as well. Sporting was where we signed Ronaldo from. Could he be going back to Sporting Lisbon? Arshavin's taken the ball out, mate. This draw is just done so flawlessly right now. They're so good at picking balls and opening them up. Years of experience. Years of experience. Who is it? Come on, mate. Open the card. Who's that? City. City. Get out. City have got Sporting Lisbon. That is now done and official. So that's 2 draws done. Who did that? So I don't know who City got last time. I didn't look. I don't know who Sporting got last time either. Benfica are the 3rd team out. And of course, we can draw Benfica as well. No PSG yet. Are they just going to wait until... Imagine it was PSG and United last 2 balls again. Although there wasn't actually a United ball, was there? So, yeah, we can draw them. It's 1 in 6 chance of us getting Benfica. And for a lot of you, again, Benfica was a team that you would have wanted Manchester United to draw. So let's see what goes on here. They've successfully picked out a few balls again. Well done. Little round of applause here one more time for UEFA. Absolutely nailing it. Their job. Nobody does it better. Nobody does it better than UEFA. Oh, you actually dropped the ball there. Come on, mate. Arshavin, who are you putting out, mate? Oh, no, he can't open the ball. Oh, I shouldn't laugh, man. I shouldn't laugh. I really, really shouldn't. Benfica, who have you drawn? That's not United. That's Ajax. Benfica against Ajax. So I tell you what, it's coming down. We are getting close to it again. What is it, like a 1 in 4 chance now? 1 in 3 chance? We have got PSG, Atletico, and Inter Milan. We have a 1 in 3 chance now of getting PSG again. Right, let's go here and let's see what comes up next. They have got out Chelsea. Chelsea is next out of the pot. So, of course, we couldn't play Chelsea. Who are they going to play? I think they've got Real Madrid or Juve. No, they can play Real Madrid or Lille. So it may well may well be the same draw for Chelsea. They may get Lille again. Mate, this is going to be PSG United again, isn't it? 100% this is going to be PSG United again. And what are the odds of that? Mathematicians, can you please let me know what are the odds of Manchester United being drawn in a round of 16 this 2 times in a row? I want to know that figure. If you know that figure, can you please send it to me on Twitter? I'm just interested. It might not be them, but let's find out. Chelsea, actually, no, sorry. I need to scroll up here, don't I? So you can actually see the draw. There you go. Chelsea up there. You go. Sorry. So Chelsea got Lille again. The same draw for Chelsea. So Chelsea, Lille, the first 4 games, we've got Salzburg against Bayern, Sporting against City, Ajax against Benfica, and Chelsea against Lille. Next out. Who is next out? As I said, Man United right now have got a 1 in 3 chance of it being PSG again. 2nd time in a row. My God, imagine that happened. It is Atletico. Right. This is a team I don't want to play. This is a team I don't want to play. And we've got what? Is it 50-50? Shit. It's 50-50. Juve or us. Oh, come on. Don't be Atletico. Shit. 50-50. 50-50, please. Juve. Yeah, Juve. You love go have a little trip in Madrid. It'll be great for you. God, you'd love that, wouldn't you? Right, Arshavin, pull it out. It's going to be United, isn't it? Let's have a look. Man United have drawn Atletico Madrid. Man United have drawn Atletico Madrid, ladies and gentlemen. That is, as I said, out of the frying pan into the fire. Manchester United against PSG. That is confirmed. Villarreal, who can they play? They're playing either PSG or Inter Milan. I don't know what that means for Liverpool. Well, we'll leave the draw going there. But what's your reaction to that? Let me know in the comments, ladies and gents. I think people are saying it's Villarreal against Juventus, but Manchester United have been drawn against Atletico Madrid. Jeez, as I said, genuinely, on my life, that is the hardest draw we could have had. For me, that's harder than Manchester United against PSG. Whoa, what's your reaction to that? Would you rather Manchester United have drawn PSG? We've got a comment here. So Jesus, loads there. Why not Atletico? What's the problem? I don't really like playing against Diego Simeone's team. Although I'll tell you who's someone who does, and that is a Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo, of course. Atletico Madrid coming up against Ronaldo in the Champions League final, and he smashed them. But look, who is it? Who did Liverpool get? Let's have a look. Is it PSG Liverpool? That'll be nice. That'll be very nice. Let's go down here and see that the draw is still happening as it stands. Who are you putting out there, my friend? Arshavin. Who have you got? In those, Inter against, who's this then? Inter against, is that Liverpool? Inter Liverpool. So Inter got Liverpool, which means the last 2 remaining teams are Real Madrid. Real Madrid and PSG. Oh, that's tasty. Oh, that's a tasty, tasty beverage, that one. Real Madrid have got PSG. So PSG drew against United and they drew against Real Madrid. PSG are not going to be a happy set of bunnies. But Manchester United, we have got Atletico Madrid. What's your reaction to that, ladies and gents? I'll try and read as many of your comments out there. There's so many of you watching. Please, if you would consider, please subscribe to United People's TV and drop a like on the video as well. It really does help the channel, and I'd love to have you on board. What a day this has been. Manchester United drew against PSG in the first round of 16 draw that was, well, it was cancelled. It was ruled out. And then now the draw is complete again. Let me run through the 8 games for you. Thank you all very much for watching. Salzburg against Bayern. Sporting Lisbon against Man City. Benfica against Ajax. Chelsea against Lille. Atletico Madrid against Manchester United. Villarreal against Juventus. Inter against Liverpool. And PSG against Real Madrid. That is the draw. And I tell you what, I think I showed you this, but I've tempted fate way too much today. I think you can all blame me for Manchester United's draws in this Champions League. I sent this tweet out. I sent this tweet out earlier. Me when the redraw is done versus me when we draw Atletico. Yeah, well done, Sam. You nailed it, mate. Really appreciate that. I'm going to retweet that because I'm such an idiot. In my professional opinion, I think that the draw should probably I think it should get null and void. I think it should be done again, only for the integrity of the sport. And I mean, all jokes aside, it's Atletico Madrid, ladies and gents. Atletico Madrid. What do you think about that? Ronaldo didn't. What's it Ronaldo did against? Ronaldo versus Atletico Madrid. Let's get that record up, because I know he was very, very, very prolific there against Atletico Madrid. Let's go down here. Record against, what, he played 10 times in the Champions League. My word. That is a lot of games. This is Ronaldo's record against Atletico Madrid. Let's pull this one up. This will be a good one to run through. So he played them 10 times in the Champions League, won 6, scored 7 times. Woo! 3 assists. In La Liga, played them 16 times, scored 12 times. 35 times he played them overall, scoring 25 goals with 9 assists. Yes, please. What was the ones he did? Atletico Madrid in the final of the Champions League, faced them there, scored a goal, got an assist. Quarterfinals of the Champions League, got an assist in 2014-15. In 2015-16, they won on pens. He didn't score in that one. Mate, they played each other so often, didn't they, during the Champions League? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But look, Ronaldo does have very, very decent stats against Atletico Madrid, and he'll be excited for that. Of course he will. But the Ronaldo show is just a different type of show. Instead of it being Ronaldo against Messi and Manchester United against PSG, it's Ronaldo going back to face his former rivals in Atletico Madrid. And I tell you what, Atletico Madrid will probably still hate that draw. They really, really will. Did UEFA mess up again? I don't know if they messed up again. Did they? Let's have a look. I don't think they did. I didn't see anything there too untoward that time. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me make sure that nothing's really happening here. The new draw, Mbappe against Real Madrid. Messi's back at the Bernabeu. Ronaldo in Madrid. Look, let's see what's going on down here. What's about? Oh, yeah, remember what he did for Juve against Atletico Madrid? Oh, that's a cracking photo. That's a cracking photo. Wasn't it was it last year where they were 2-0 down from the... Yeah, man. Hell yeah. How am I forgetting that one? It's not just about what he did as a Real Madrid player, Ronaldo. That photo there. When Ronaldo and Juve went and they lost 2-0 in the first leg, Atletico Madrid came back to Turin and Ronaldo scored a goddamn hat-trick. Ronaldo scored a hat-trick. Unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable. I'm going to take that photo. No, hell yeah. Ronaldo versus Atletico. Oh, yeah. Let me just do a quick tweet. Ronaldo versus Atletico Madrid, I hear you say? Yeah. Yes, please. I'm excited. I'm still excited. Of course, I'm still excited. In my opinion, that was the toughest draw we could have got. I genuinely think that's the toughest draw we could have got. We know that Atletico Madrid is going to be such a well-drilled team, and it's going to be a very, 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 very different game to what could have been against PSG, where it would have been a sort of attack against attack. It would have been far more exciting. This game against Atletico Madrid is going to properly be a game of chess. And typically Manchester United have lost those games of chess. I like to think that we're going to be in a much better, stronger shape under Ralf Rangnick by the time that we do face Atletico Madrid. But anybody, don't worry about booking a Eurostar to Paris, because you've got to book your flight to Madrid instead. Let me go down here and see what else is being said. Oh, look, Atletico Madrid saying hello to us. Very nice. Mate. Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid. That's tough. That's really, really tough. Ladies and gents, can you give me your feelings and your predictions about this Atletico Madrid game, and I'll try and read out as many as possible. And I will. What's people saying about they're going to have to do it again? Man United, Liverpool out. I don't think so at all. Fix as usual. Rename this show as Ronaldo's Love. Well, I tell you what, I do love Ronaldo. That's quite literally, there he is right there. Woo, there he is. Salzburg drawing Bayern is brutal. Absolutely brutal for them. But let's run through the full draw again here. For anybody who's just joining in, where have you been today? It's been absolutely madness. Let's pull up the draw itself here. And here are the 8 teams, the 8 games that are going to happen. Salzburg against Bayern Munich. Unlucky Salzburg. Just enjoy the trip, I suppose. Sporting against City. Benfica against Ajax. Chelsea against Lille. Atletico against United. Villarreal against Juve. Inter against Liverpool. And PSG with Mbappe against Real Madrid. His most likely next employers. That's going to be Messi back at the Bernabeu. That's going to be Mbappe at the Bernabeu. That's going to be an exciting game to watch. PSG must be fuming. Fuming. Thoughts on Inter against Liverpool? Hey, I think that'll be a good game, but realistically, Liverpool have got way too much for Inter. Hopefully, Inter can pull that one out of the bag, but I would not expect it. Ramos taking revenge against Real Madrid. Well, that is if he can even play football. Short trip for both Munich and Salzburg. Yeah, that's a hop, skip, and a jump there. They both enjoy that one. And I haven't been to Madrid. I've not been to Madrid. Been to Barcelona 3 times. 3 times. Yeah. Been to Seville. Oh, Seville. Still the best away trip that will ever happen. If you know, you know. But Madrid. I've never been to Madrid. Do I see any upsets in this draw? Let's have a look over here. Let's run through it together. No, I don't see Sporting doing anything there. Benfica, Ajax, you could potentially, but Ajax have been so prolific during this their group stage. You really wouldn't rule them out. No, sorry, you kind of would rule Benfica out. Chelsea, Lille, not really. Not really. I'm sure there will be an upset. There's upsets everywhere. Maybe it's going to be United upset. I mean, who's a favourite between Atletico or United? Genuinely. Is Atletico going into that game mega favourites? Or are Manchester United going to be favourites? Because Atletico were like, 13 points off the title in top of the league in La Liga. They're not having a barnstorming season. Of course, we're going to be going up against Luis Suarez. That'll be interesting. There's a lot of in the same way there was a lot of stories going into that game potentially against PSG. There are a ton of stories going into this game against Atletico. As I said, Ronaldo and Atletico, they're not the best of friends, and Ronaldo loves scoring against them. And you got Luis Suarez coming back and playing at Old Trafford again for Atletico. I'm sure he will get an absolutely lovely reception. The bastard that he is. Let's have a look there. Why did they not put Villarreal against Liverpool? I'm not sure. I think the away goal being dropped will favour us against Atletico Madrid. It's an interesting one. But Kratos, you're saying Atletico will be favourites, but Ronaldo will handle them. I fancy PSG better than any Spanish team, says Ronaldo FC. I hope Suarez is finished with his biting. I hope he's not. I hope he gets banned from the game for biting again. Dirty bastard that he is. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to expect from that game against Atletico. That's a much. It's just that's the sort of game that's going to be done by one goal, isn't it? It really strikes me as that's how Atletico play, man. Whether or not you like Atletico and Diego Simeone's style of football, that's how they play, and they have done it very well over the course of their history. Really, I mean, he's won them two league titles, 1 league title. They're a good team, man. They're a good team, but obviously Ronaldo stopped them winning the Champions League. Mate, I'm excited for it. I'm still excited. Is it a fix? Is it a farce? Is it a farce? Yes, it's an absolute goddamn farce. It was an absolute complete and utter farce for that draw to need to be redone. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous that UEFA have actually allowed that to happen. But whether it's a fix or not, it's a different debate altogether. And I'll be honest, I don't really have the time or the energy to argue that much, because you're just basing it on assumptions, and there's no real proof. You can't prove that any of the balls were heated, even if you don't like the draws. But this is the round of 16, done and dusted. Here are the draws. As I said, Salzburg, unlucky lads. Benfica against Ajax. Yeah, you're probably going Ajax, aren't you? United, Atletico. Yeah, good luck guessing that one. Really, good luck. Inter, Liverpool all day, really. PSG, Real Madrid. Yeah, good luck guessing that one as well. Villarreal against Juve. You've got to back Juve there, surely, quite easily. Chelsea, Lille, same there. And Sporting with City, same thing there. But hey, it's not PSG. It's Atletico. 2 very, very difficult draws that Manchester United have got from that round of 16. Who is it that you would have preferred? Would you rather have seen Manchester United going up against PSG, or are you happier that we've got Atletico? Mate, what a mad morning. What a mad day. This shouldn't be happening, eh? This shouldn't be happening with UEFA. It shouldn't be happening with Formula 1 yesterday. But hey, sometimes you just don't have that much trust in the sporting institutions that control the sports you love. None of us have really got that much faith in UEFA anyway. Not after everything that happened all those years ago with Sepp Blatter, X, Y, and Z. But look, it is what it is. Chelsea, they're happy. They kept Lille. You let me know what your reaction. In fact, no, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna stick around here. Keep firing in your opinions. There's so many of you watching. I don't want to end it. So fire in your opinions and your questions. All right. I want you to ask me questions. Anything to do with the draw or anything to do with the Champions League. I'll answer as many as I possibly can. Chris MC, you're saying you're happier with with Atletico. Why is that then? As I said, it's I personally would have. I agree with Mallory here. I would have preferred PSG if I'm given the choice between Atletico and PSG. As I said, I think it's the PSG game would be far, far more open. I think that would suit Manchester United. With Atletico, you are not going to get a team who is better drilled defensively than Atletico Madrid. And typically, Manchester United, we have struggled against those teams. We really have. And no one does it better than Atletico Madrid. Let me go down here. In conclusion, we are screwed. Well, maybe not. Let's see what goes on there. Why couldn't Chelsea get PSG? I don't know, if I'm being completely honest. No, Fred, you're right. Atletico are not playing as well as last season. As I said, if I was to pull up the La Liga table here and we would take a quick look at it together, you'll definitely see that, as I said, Atletico Madrid are not having an absolute barnstorming season by any stretch of the imagination. This is the league there. Real Madrid clear with 42 points. And Atletico Madrid there on 29 points, 13 points behind. They got a game in hand, but they're 13 points behind Real Madrid. Lost 3 games, drawn 5. Yeah, they're just not doing that well at all this season. And I believe they just lose to Real Madrid. I can't remember. I thought that was a game of the weekend. I might be wrong. But Atletico Madrid are not the team that sort of got to a couple of Champions League finals that Ronaldo and Bale obviously ruined. But they're not that team anymore. No. It's a couple of years on. Obviously, they've still got a hell of a squad. No one's doubting that. Let's see if we can quickly look at their squad. Atletico Madrid players. Their squad is very, very talented. Let's have a quick look here together. Let's run through them. Obviously, they've got Griezmann, Suarez, João Felix, Yannick Carrasco. Always liked him. Was a very good player. Rodrigo de Paul, Mateus Cunha, Koke, Marcos Llorente, Jan Oblak. No doubt one of the best goalkeepers in the world. No doubt he's going to be tough when Manchester United play against him. Stefan Savic, Andrew Correa, Mario Hermoso, Thomas Lemar. Didn't know he was there. Felipe Hector Herrera, not Ander. Kieran Trippier, of course. Kieran Trippier. How can you forget about the best right back in the world? They've got a decent squad. They've got a decent team. They've got a decent manager. Really is. It's going to be a tough game. Very, very tough game for Manchester United there. And in my opinion, I think it's harder than the PSG game. I really, really do. Scott, you disagree. You're saying Atletic's a safer draw. Glad Madrid got screwed over. Madrid's going to be fuming. Remember what I said before we actually went through that stream together? Real Madrid have opposed the decision to redo the Champions League draw in full because the problems happened after they were drawn against Benfica. Oh, like that picture though. Oh, wrong one. Where's it gone? Can't find it. There we go. Then they get PSG. Chris, time for our boys to shine. And the animal Suarez is back at Old Trafford. He will get a great reception. Throw a pig's head on the goddamn pitch. Someone, please. Hey, look, I'll wrap it up now. Thank you very much for joining what was 2 watch-alongs for the Champions League. If you're still here, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you part of the United People's TV family. And if you enjoyed the show, please consider dropping a like on it. Costs nothing. And if you'd like to support the channel, become a member. Why not? Manchester United, we're playing Atletico Madrid. I'll have loads of content about that game in the build-up to it. Some interviews with journalists, maybe. But we had PSG earlier. Scrap that. Put that in reverse. After the farce of that first draw, it had to be redrawn. And in the redraw, we got Atletico Madrid. 2 very, very tough draws that Manchester United got in both games. But now we're playing Atletico. We're playing Luis Suarez. We're playing Diego Simeone. And Ronaldo is going to go back against a team that he has haunted so many times as both a Real Madrid and a Juventus player. Can he do it in a United shirt? We're all hoping so. Mr. Champions League. Thank you very much for all joining in. I swear to God, they better not find a problem with this and do a third draw. I can't talk about Champions League anymore. Jeez. Anyway, thank you all for joining in. Take it easy. United against, no, not PSG, Atletico Madrid.